Today is day 322 of making a YouTube video every day, 365 days, and seeing where God takes me. And it's all starting to make sense. I want to share a story with you guys that happened the other day. There's a spot here near where I live, about 20-minute drive away, that whenever I need to chat to God, or whenever I don't need to chat to God, but I simply just want to go and give him some time, I go to this spot, and it's a lake. It's a 5-kilometer stretch lake, right? And I went there the other night. I just got there just before sunset, so the sun was setting, right? But it takes me about an hour to walk around it. And I thought that I'd just be able to get round before it got too dark, because in order to get back to the car, I have to go through like a forest, and I didn't have my phone. I never take my phone on this walk. But I went on this walk, and the reason I went on this walk on this specific day is because I felt foggy. Everything around me felt foggy. I've been doing this challenge, I've been working on my business, I feel tired spiritually, mentally, physically. I'm just tired, and so I needed to refill my cup. And when I need to refill my cup, I don't go to food, I don't go to rest, I don't go to the gym, I don't go to people, I go to God, because he's the only one who can refill my spiritual cup. As I started walking, the sun's setting, it's getting darker, quick. But I start walking, and for about the first 2 kilometers, I'm just talking to God, but nothing really of importance is coming out of my mouth. I'm going from thought to thought, from word to word, from idea to idea. I'm going off on tangents. I'm talking about this, I'm talking about, and I'm just making myself even more confused. But I knew that as long as I keep on walking, as long as I don't turn back and go to the car, as long as I keep going, no matter even how dark it gets, or how long the walk gets, or how much more confused I'm going to feel, I know that I'm going to figure out what I need to figure out if I just continue. I get about 2.5 kilometers in, right? I'm about 30 minutes into this walk now, and at this point it is pitch black. It's pitch black at this point, right? And I'm thinking to myself, mate, I don't want to walk the rest of this in the dark. Like, why did I even come out so late? I just want to go home now. I just want to chill out. Nothing's making sense. And I started to run. Because I thought, I'm going to start to run. I'll get back to the car quicker. I'll get home quicker. I can just go to bed. Right? Because I was so tired. So I started to run. Bang. Run. I'm running. I'm jogging. Right, my hood's up. I got my tracksuit on. I'm in the zone. I'm running, right? And I run for about 5 or 10 minutes flat, and then I just stopped running. At this point, I stopped running. I'm warm. I unzip my jacket, take off my hood, and just start walking again. But this time it was a little bit different, because this time it was as if I'd just blown some steam. It was as if I'd just kind of cleared my head from the confusion, and now I was snapped back into the moment. Pitch black around me. I don't have my phone, I've got no flashlight. All I can see is the kind of path in front of me, because my eyes had adjusted to the dark at this point. So I'm looking at the path. I can only see about 6 feet in front of me, really. I can hear the geese, the ducks, the birds, the water, but I'm walking. And the stars are coming out, and it was all starting to feel a little bit more familiar to me right now. Because it started off, as my friend put it the other day, he said, unfamiliar territory. He said, Zach, I'm in unfamiliar territory. And you know what I said to him? That's exactly what I feel like right now. But when I stopped running, that unfamiliar territory started to feel that little bit more familiar. I started to remember why I started this journey in the first place, the YouTube journey, the business, the building my relationship with God, the building myself, my mental, my physical, my spiritual, the whole thing. Started to remember, because our soul doesn't learn, it just remembers. Awakenings, realizations, actualizations, all these things, they're not things we learn, they're things we remember. And in this moment, when I stopped running, I started to remember why it is I came out here. Why it is I'm walking in the dark in the first place. Why it is I'm no longer going out, drinking, smoking, partying. Why I'm building my personal brand. Why I'm a life coach. Why I'm starting business. Why I'm doing this. Why I'm doing that. And then bang, God tells me, he shows me that through all of this, through all of the confusion, the difficult times, the doubts, the foggy roads, the days that you wake up and you don't really know what's going on. They're the days that we need to keep leaning back onto Him and building, because all these things are happening in order to build us into the people we need to become for when the day comes. What that day is going to be, I don't know. That day could be anything. That day could be, you see someone getting mugged on a street. You see an old lady getting mugged on a street. You've been preparing your entire life to help this lady. That moment could be your friend is in need, and now you're this person because you've gone through all of those things in order to truly help him. That time could be, that moment, that day could be, you lose a loved one, a sister, a brother, a parent, a child. But God's put you through all of those things to train you to be that person in that very moment. And I realised as I was walking back to the car, I had about maybe 10 or 15 minutes walk left. I realised that everything, the walks in the dark, the gyms, the gym routines, the business ideas, the education, all the trials and tribulations, the getting kicked out of school, the relationships crumbling down, the pain, the suffering, the heartbreak, the heartache, absolutely everything is for a reason. And that reason was in that very moment for me to carry on walking and come to understand that what God needs me to do more than anything right now is carry on building myself. Mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, in every metric, carry on building myself and don't lose focus. It's so easy to lose focus in a world of so much chaos. So many things are going on politically, nationally. On social media, you're scrolling. It's so easy to get confused, conflicted, lose focus, and lose sight of what it is you were trying to do in the first place, and that was become the best version of you, because only when you are the best version of you can you be ready when that day comes. That day could be today, that day could be tomorrow, that day could be next week, next year, in 10 years, it could be the last day that you spend on this earth, but you are meant to be training to be ready for when that day comes. And recently I've been filled with a lot of doubts. One of the big misconceptions of being a Christian is that it's easy. It's easy to be a Christian, right? It's easy to follow Jesus. Well, the problem is that when you start following Jesus and when you really start to try and be a good person, you realise how bad you are. And when you realise how bad you are, you're filled with shame. However, it's in this shame that God sees that you are sorry and that you are trying to be better. And when God sees this, He will love and forgive you. But the real transformation comes when you allow Him into your life for you to love and forgive yourself. And when you can love and forgive yourself and allow Him into your life, only then really can you become that person you are meant to become for when that day comes. And it's all making sense to me now. On day 322 of making a YouTube video every day for 365 days. Of year 23, I'm 24 in 2 weeks of me stepping correct in this life, stepping on the earth. Almost 24 years, it's all making sense, that it's all for a bigger reason, it's all for a bigger purpose, it's all interconnected, it's all a mirror. The saddest thing, however, is that when we go through all of these things in life, good, bad, whatever it is, the saddest thing is when we don't learn from them, don't reflect on them, and don't see God in and amongst all of it. And we're just walking, but we're just wandering and we're not really going anywhere. We're alive, but we're not truly living. We're dead men walking. God is preparing you, bro. When people are taken from you, God is removing them to teach you a lesson in order so you can be the person you need to become for when that day comes. Be ready, because that day is coming. And if you are not ready, you will be drowned in it. You will be devoured with it. And you won't know where to even begin. God is good, Jesus is alive. Allow this video to be your reminder that if you're confused, if you're lacking clarity, if you're in a foggy road right now, just keep on going. Keep being and learning from your mistakes, because God needs you to be his soldier and his servant. Don't lose focus of him. Don't lose focus on your future self. And don't fall into the trap of allowing life to absolutely drown you out. God is good. Jesus is alive. Subscribe for more.